And good evening, everyone, and welcome. Kingsman Baseball on the Pennant. Happy to have you with us here, as it very well could be the final game of the regular season, as I'm sure you've seen the news on the Pennant Instagram and Twitter, all that good stuff. The Penn Concord game has been dropped, as Concord had to reschedule for the same date that the makeup was going to happen, and they will be playing. They'll be playing New Prairie, actually. Concord will, and Penn will be looking for a game. They're still looking for a game currently. There have been talks with other teams. Who knows if they will play, but at the moment, this is not only the final conference game of the season, this is the final home game and game of the regular season, as the number 8 Class 4A Penn Kingsmen take on the South Bend St. Joe Huskies. I'm James Mason. Glad you could join us tonight, as we have a matchup tonight between two rivals in the Northern Indiana Conference. The Kingsmen got off the conference slump after losing 2 straight to New Prairie. They knocked off these Huskies last night at their place, 8-4. They are announcing a scholarship. Max LaFleur has won a scholarship here. Congrats to him, as we are about set to get underway here. An anthem has been sang, and we are lined up on the foul lines. Umpires are here. Take a look at some starting lineups. We'll start with the Kingsmen. We'll see Bentley Baird take the mound, with Grady Harrell leading things off. He's playing at third base tonight. Jackson Trineri hitting up in the 2-hole. He's playing at shortstop. Mason Bernacki's in center field batting third. Yodi Limberopoulos is in left field batting fourth. Bennett Hartford batting fifth. He's playing first base today. Bentley Baird will hit as well as pitch. He's batting in the 6-hole. Ben Damer's in right field, playing in the 7th spot. Colton Breeden is behind the plate today. He will not hit. He will be hit for by Brock Donay in the 8th slot. And Brody Cashin rounds out the lineup, playing at second base. Of course, Bentley Baird, as we mentioned, on the mound today. Julian Cosi is on the mound for the Huskies. Leading off for the Huskies is Dallas Downey. He's in center field. Will Solomon is in right field batting second. A.J. Lassane is playing at shortstop today, batting third. James Crenity is in left field. He's batting fourth. Will Bolin is playing at first base. He's wearing the number 8. He is at the 5 spot in the order. Josiah Gustine is hitting 6th. He is behind the plate. Jacob Snyder is DHing, batting 7th. Jack Matthew is playing at third base, and he is batting 8th. And the second baseman, Braden Dorr, will round out the lineup for the St. Joe Huskies, who were eliminated from conference championship contention last night with the loss to the Kingsmen, giving New Prairie the outright conference championship. As even if the Kingsmen win tonight, they will have the same conference record as New Prairie, but New Prairie won both games over the Kingsmen. There are no ties in the new NIC, so the stretch of dominance for the Kingsmen, winning all of those championships in a row, which we saw on a night like today against these Huskies in a doubleheader last year where the Kingsmen clinched the conference, that run is over. But there is still a lot to play for, of course, trying to get hot at the right time before the state tournament gets underway. Teams have taken the field. We'll see Bentley Baird on the mound. He pitched last against New Prairie here at Penn in the Sports Michiana game. Got the loss. Did not get any run support in that one, unfortunately. And the Kingsmen fell 4-0. Looks to change that today as he moves those turf pellets on the mound to his liking. The tall right-hander, big number 16. As we are getting ready to go. Again, Dallas Downey, Will Solomon, and A.J. Lassane will hit to start off the game for the Huskies. Those are their 3 best hitters, and it's not very close. You know, James Crenity also up there, but Dallas Downey, Will Solomon, and A.J. Lassane, they are right up there in the Northern Indiana Conference average leaders. And then, of course, Crinity, the excellent power threat. Downey hitting 302. You've got Solman, who's hitting 340. And then, of course, A.J. Lassane, who is just an all-around athlete, plays football, plays some baseball. He can hit. He's hitting 260 with 4 doubles on the year. No home runs yet, but excellent defense, great speed. And it looks like 2 more warm-up pitches and we'll be ready to go. And then Crinity on the season stands in at the 4 spot. He's hitting 442. 22 RBIs. He is certainly worthy of those RBIs, hitting in that cleanup spot. He has picked his spot in the lineup. He has solidified it. We're ready to go. Dallas Downey ready to go. They are set up in the field. Downey steps in, the left-handed hitter on the right-handed pitcher, Bentley Baird. Here comes the first pitch, and that is in at the top of the zone for strike number 1 to Dallas Downey. Started just 2 minutes behind schedule tonight. 5:02 is the time of first pitch. That's in the dirt. It is 1-1. Baird, the 4-pitch mix, the fastball, changeup, slider, curveball. That's the pretty typical lineup for pitches in high school. Chopped over to first base, and Bennett Hartford takes it the whole way, and it is a 3-pitch at bat for Dallas Downey, and there's 1 away. Well, Solman comes up to bat with 1 away and nobody on. First pitch from Baird. That swung on, popped up. Shallow center field for Bernacki. 2 away. Two away now for A.J. Lassane. These 2 met last year in 2 thrilling games in a doubleheader here at Penn High School. Penn won the conference in the first game, won the second game as well on a walk-off from Dawson French. Ground ball, this will be a quick inning unless it's not fielded over at third base by Grady Harrell. Slow ground ball. The Kingsmen this year have not had the defensive stats that you've seen and grown accustomed to with Penn baseball. A lot more errors this year in the last few years. So an error on Harrell. James Crinity comes up to hit. Certainly dangerous. The runner Lassane goes. He's got that fantastic speed. First pitch was fouled off. 0-1 on Crinity. Crinity also a football star for the Huskies. 0-1 with 2 outs. Runner on first. Pitch is in the dirt. 1-1 now. Will Bolin is up next. 1-1, 2 outs, runner at first base, Lassane. On the ground, left side. Fielded, and the fire across by Trenary will end this inning of play. So, 1 left on base after the error by Harrell. Kingsmen keep the Huskies off the scoreboard, go to the bottom of the first. It's 0-0 here on the Pennant.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we welcome you back, Kingsman Baseball on the Pennant. No runs, no hits, and a man left on base for St. Joe in that last inning. A four-batter inning for Bentley Baird. Kingsman offense going to go to work here. Scored 8 runs last night, looking to continue that. They have not scored as many runs as last year, but that was to be expected, obviously, losing all those seniors. This was, of course, a year for the Kingsmen to try and rebuild. Of course, it's still been a great year. You expect greatness with this Penn baseball team. They're 20-5, so by no means are they having a bad year. Certainly a bit of a down year after last year, but when your down years are 20 wins in high school baseball, that's the sign of a pretty good program. Into the bottom of the first. Grady Harrell stands in. First pitch. That is just low, ball 1. Harrell, Trenary, and Bernacki due up in this one. The 1-0 on the ground, high and into left. Took a high bounce and plopped into left field for a single. So a leadoff hit for Grady Harrell. Kingsmen looking to start quick like they did yesterday. Right in the 3rd inning, big 6 spot. Jackson Trenary on the ground right side. This is going to be a tough play. He is out by a step. It was so slow on the right side, you didn't know if it was going to hang on the ground. It moved the runner Harrell to second. You didn't know if it was going to let him get on with an infield single there, but alas, it was just unable to find a weak point in that Husky defense. Bernacki 0-1 in the count now, 1 out. Julian Cosi on the mound for the Huskies. High in the air left side. This is Crenity. He lost it. He doesn't know where it is. It's gone. It's a home run for Mason Bernacki, and no one knew it. That ball was hit so high, it may have landed on the moon. Mason Bernacki, a 2-run home run. I don't know if anyone in this stadium knows where that ball went. It brings up Yodi Limberopoulos. And it is 2-0 Kingsman on a Mason Bernacki 2-run home run. First pitch is a strike to Limberopoulos. My goodness, just the 3rd home run by Kingsman hitters this year, the 2nd for Bernacki. That one is a check swing foul for Limberopoulos. 2 strikes on him. Crenity, usually so short-handed in the left, looked like he was under control, had it the whole way, and it was gone. Now 1-2 as that one missed low and away. Bennett Hartford is up next. So Mason Bernacki with the home run. Kingsman up 2-0. Left side ground ball, picked up, throw across the diamond. Will be 2 outs now. Nice long throw there by Matthew. Brings up Bennett Hartford with 2 away. 2 outs and nobody on for Bennett Hartford. And the pitch that will run inside on Hartford. Kingsman this year They have had the ability to have some big innings. They've got a 2-run inning in this one. He went around on that check swing, and it is 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. One, that is lined hard to center field, and a diving catch in center field. The ball took Downey to the ground, and that ends the inning, and Bennett Hartford really got a rip of that one. Just unfortunate there. Hartford, he's had a season, just a lot of bad luck. Hits it to the wrong spot, and it continues with that one. It ends the first inning, but not before Mason Bernacki, 1-out, 2-run home run to score Grady Harrell and himself. We go to the top of the second. It's 2-0 Kingsmen.
Coffee lovers, a coffee cart from American Espresso Catering comes right to you inside your event, school, or office. With American Espresso Catering, your guests will enjoy a hot or iced latte, cappuccino, hot chocolate, or one of many other options. Call American Espresso Catering to get a quote today. 574-299-5282. For more information, visit bookthecoffeecart.com.
The coffee cart this morning is actually saving lives.
Friday nights, big plays, unforgettable moments. From kickoff to the final buzzer, the Pennant brings you every play, every highlight, every story. Our student team delivers live broadcast, game analysis, and behind-the-scenes coverage you won't find anywhere else. And with the Pennant, you'll get more than scores. You'll get the stories that matter to our community. Stay up to date with the Pennant on social media. Catch every game with the Pennant's live sports broadcast and stay connected with the Pennant on social media for highlights, stories, and more.
And we welcome you back. Kingsmen baseball on the Pennant. 2-0 Penn lead. Here we're in the top of the second inning. Difference in this one, a Mason Bernacki 2-run home run. Still early. St. Joe's got a good offense. They've got the ability to put up some runs. They had enough ability to score 4 last night. See Will Bolin, Josiah Gustine, and Jacob Snyder do up this inning. Bolin hitting .318 in 44 at-bats with 14 hits. He has 14 runs scored as well. 13 RBIs on the year with 4 doubles and no home runs. Bentley Baird back to work, and he drops that first pitch in there for strike number 1. A half swing to shortstop. Trenary on the backhand. Over to Hartford, and there are 1 out. Nice quick start here for Bentley Baird. 10 pitches through 4 outs on a good pace so far. Baird's certainly a pitch-to-contact guy. Now, that's what got him in some trouble against New Prairie. He was pitching to contact, and they were hitting it hard, hitting it to places where fielders are not. And obviously, more times than not, there's going to be an inning or two if you're a pitch-to-contact guy where you just get knocked around a little bit. Every ball finds a hole. Every ball drops in for a hit. They start hitting those tough outside pitches where you place them that you think nobody can hit this one, and then they just get a nice hold of it, and you're in some trouble. But you get these innings and this stretch of innings as it's 2-1, where you're locating your pitches. They're not hitting them hard. They're hitting it right to your fielders, and you have got a very low pitch count. Now 2-2 after the foul ball to Gustine. 2-2. Gustine hitting .264. 2-2 hard grounder foul down the third base line. We will do it again. Gustine has a double and a home run. Those are his 2 extra base hits this year. Some sneaky power in the bat, but mostly just a contact hitter. Now 3-2 as that one missed high. Snyder is up next. He's the DH. To right field, it'll fall in for a hit. Damers gets it in. And it is a one-out single for Gustine, the first hit of the day for the Huskies. Jacob Snyder comes up to hit now. Sam Chickatano will be the courtesy runner over at first base for Gustine, who is the catcher. Snyder to hit. A limited sample size this year for Snyder, as that one's in there for a strike. He's just had 8 plate appearances and 5 at-bats, but he's got 3 hits in those 5 at-bats. He's swinging a hot bat of late. Throw over to first to keep the runner, Chickatano, close. That runner over on first base, Chickatano, also the starting quarterback for the Huskies. Had a nice year, led the Huskies to a second-place NIC finish. Lost big to the Kingsmen in the NIC championship. 2-1 should be here. Snyder. With a runner on first base, Baird delivers, and a hard swing and a miss. That is a perfect fastball right up on the inside part of the plate. Would take a perfect swing. You'd have to know that that pitch is coming to really get to it. Quick move over to first, keep him close again. Baird ready to go. Runner goes, swing and a miss. The runner is on the move and safe. So the runner is safe, the batter is out on strikes, and there are 2 down. Jack Matthew comes up to bat. With 2 outs and now a runner on second base. Matthew hitting .327 this year. Certainly a guy you love to have at the 8th spot in your lineup. Fouls off the first pitch. Matthew, the 4th hitter of the inning. 22 pitches so far for Baird, who this year for the Kingsmen, he's been a workhorse in the games he's pitched. Certainly been a nice number 2 starter to Caden Stockbridge. Number 2, number 3 spot. Curveball near the top of the zone, didn't get the call, 1-1. Got Braden Dorr up next. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on second base. And that clipped him, and he'll trot over to first base, a hit by pitch. Baird had the issues in the innings where he gave up the runs to New Prairie, where he hit a batter, he walked in a run, had some issues with control. If he keeps composure, he keeps the control on the pitches, he's usually very effective. He's just had some trouble in some of these games keeping that control. This is a big spot now. You don't want to give up a 2-out rally. You got the number 9 hitter up. Indoor. And he hit him. Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back hit by pitches. And now the bases are loaded. So a single to right field, a stolen base, and 2 hit by pitches has the bases loaded for Dallas Downey. Downey has the favorable matchup as a left-handed hitter on the right-hander, Bentley Baird. His second at bat, he grounded out to first his first time up. Ground ball up the middle. That is gloved by Trenary. The throw is in time. A nice play by Jackson Trenary. Keeps the Huskies off the scoreboard on a rip by Dallas Downey. Right up behind second base. But nothing going for St. Joe. We go to the bottom of the second. It is 2-0, Kingsman. And we welcome you back, Kingsman Baseball on the Pennant. We're in the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-0 Penn. Mason Bernacki's two-run home run back in the first inning has the Kingsmen on the board. A nice defensive play by Brody Cashin in the last half inning. Kept the Huskies off the scoreboard with the bases loaded. And Bentley Baird, the pitcher, is up to bat. As it's Bentley Baird, Ben Damers, and Brock Donay due up in this inning. First pitch was a strike to Bentley Baird. Popped it up right side, and that's foul out of play. Heads up over on the bleachers. 0-2 now. Cozy on the mound. Got him swinging a drop third strike. Baird running down. The throw by Gustine. First out of the inning. Nice pitching there. First strikeout of the day for Julian Cosi. Ben Damers comes up. He's playing in right field today. Hasn't seen any action yet, other than the base hit. Takes a called strike right on the outside corner. Breaking ball just did not get the call. The 1-1 just missed. 2-1. Living right by the strike zone here, but not getting those calls yet. 2-1, one out, nobody on. Hard liner center field, and that is down. Downey's got it. Wide turn around first, but holding there is Damers. So a one-out single brings up Brock Donay. Has had some defensive issues behind home plate. Slightly, nothing too major. Hasn't made any crazy errors. Just Kingsmen, when they were in the slump, they're just trying to move things around, find a way to get off the losing streak. And they were able to. That's outside. It's 1-0. Donay has been hitting the ball well. The whole time they've been on the losing streak. And now that they've got a win under their belt after losing 2 straight. Still hitting well. It's 1-1 on him after that foul ball. Donay is hitting for Breeden, Colton Breeden, who is playing catcher today. Damers goes. It's a breaking ball. Good pitch to go on. The throw down by Gustine. nowhere near on time, and it's a stolen base for Ben Damers. Hard to imagine last year Ben Damers was a pitcher only, and now he has become a pretty solid 7-hitter for the Kingsmen with great speed, a few stolen bases on the year, as that's fouled off. It's 2-2. But Ben Damers has been a welcome surprise this year in the batting lineup. Brody Cashin is next here after Donay, the designated hitter. 2-2. That's low. It's 3-2. One more broadcast scheduled for the regular season on the Pennant. That will be on Friday, a doubleheader over on the softball diamond as the 3-2 swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts in this inning now for Kosi. As I was saying, we'll have a doubleheader Friday at 4 p.m. First pitch, Penn and Lakeshore, Michigan. Lakeshore, the number 8 team, according to Max Preps, in all of Michigan, taking on the Kingsmen, who on the Max Preps rating, if we want to keep it the same, number 3 in Indiana. So that will be a fantastic matchup to see. 2 teams got a combined record around 50-4, I believe. Fouled back, it is now 0-2 on Brody Cashin. 2 outs and a runner on second base. And 2 strikes here on Brody Cashin, the second baseman. The Anderson commit. The 0-2. Called strike 3. It's a 3-strikeout inning for Julian Kosi. So at the end of 2 innings, the Kingsmen with 3 hits, St. Joe with 1. Kingsmen lead this one 2-0. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's 2-0 Penn.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And welcome back, Kingsman Baseball on the Pennant. I'm James Mason. Happy to bring you Kingsman Baseball for another season. Season's starting to wind down. State tournament time on the way soon. Pennant will have coverage of the sectional championship game if the Kingsmen are to make it. That would be over at Mishawaka. First pitch outside, ball 1 here to Will Solman. We'll have coverage of the softball sectional, which is being played here at Penn in all 3 games. We'll have that in its entirety. And another hit batter for Bentley Baird. That is his 3rd hit batter in 4 batters. The last 4 batters, 3 of them have been plunked, as A.J. Lassane will step up. So the leadoff man on. Graniti is up next. No action in either bullpen. We're in the 3rd inning. A midweek contest here. Sunny afternoon. Beautiful day for baseball. Wind blowing out to left here in Mishawaka, Indiana. Keep the runner close over there at first base. That's Solman. He's a fairly fast runner over at first base. And there he goes. Call the strike. Safe. So safe down at second base. A stolen bag for Solomon, but strike one to Lassane. The 0-1. Back to Baird. He looks at the runner. He's got him in a pickle. He's charging at him. He's trying to juke him out. The throw is high to Harrell. Over off his glove. Here comes a runner. He'll score. And another error harms the Kingsmen. The Huskies bite for a run. And it's 2-1 on a E1. Second error of the day for the Kingsmen. Runner gets to second as well. And those are the types of plays that you just don't like. So an E1 on a fielder's choice scores a run and brings up James Cornetti with a chance to tie the game. Lassane on second base. In there for a strike. Nobody out and a runner at second base. It's just been the Kingsman defense, especially in that New Prairie series, that they really struggled. 0-1 swung on and missed. Cornetti, one of the best hitters in the conference and on this Husky team. 0 for 1 today with a ground out, and now 0-2 here. Oh, 2. Swings at a high breaking ball, fouls that one off. Remains 0-2. Bolin is up next. Here comes the 0-2. Tap just back near us, foul. Right near our camera. No balls and 2 strikes. Conservative lead off of second base for Lassane. 0-2 again. Popped him up. Calling for it is Hartford. He's got it. He looks back at the runner, and there is one out. They get Cornetti for a second time. Brings up Will Bolin.
The next batter for the Huskies, the first baseman, number 8, Will Bolin.
So Will Bolin, the right-hander, will step in against the right-hander Bentley Baird. One out and a runner on second base, Lassane. He's the tying run. Kingsman up 2-1. There goes Lassane. Breeden's throw is unable to be scooped, and the tag was unable to be applied by Grady Harrell. Won't be an error. Will be a stolen base. Would have taken a good defensive play to get him out. 1-1. That's popped foul back out of play. So 0-2 on Will Bolin with Lassane on third base. Castine is up next. He has the lone Husky hit. The 0-2. Tapper right in front of home. Lassane holds. Baird over to first. Hartford makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. It's a good play there. Baird looking at his options. Pitchers can field too. Josiah Gustine comes up to bat. Gustine singled to right field his first time up last inning. Catches the outside edge for strike 1. Jacob Snyder would bat next if Gustine is to get on. 0-1. Foul down the first base line. Now 0-2. These Husky hitters look to be just a tad bit late on the fastball from Baird. They get a new ball here. And that one bounced away from Baird, but of course, with time being called, doesn't matter. Baird is set. Here's the 0-2. Chopper, third base side. Harrell in between hop, gets under his mitt to the shortstop Trineri, and a run scores on a chop ground ball. We'll see, they're going to officially call that a hit. That probably should have been made. And it is 2-2. Sam Chickatano will run down at first base. That is a really unfortunate series there. Line to center field and caught by Mason Bernacki, who got a great jump on it. So Jacob Snyder lines out to center. St. Joe scores with a hit and error, and they leave a runner on base. It's 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. We'll be right back.
Coffee lovers, a coffee cart from American Espresso Catering comes right to you inside your event, school, or office. With American Espresso Catering, your guests will enjoy a hot or iced latte, cappuccino, hot chocolate, or one of many other options. Call American Espresso Catering to get a quote today. 574-299-5282. For more information, visit bookthecoffeecart.com.
The coffee cart this morning is actually saving lives.
And we welcome you back. Kingsman Baseball on the Pennant. Our score 2-2 as we enter into the bottom of the third inning. Kingsmen have the top of the order due up. Grady Harrell, Jackson Trineri, and Mason Bernacki. 3 strikeouts last inning for Julian Cosi, who gave up the 2-run home run to Bernacki in the first inning. But now seems to maybe have settled in. Here comes Grady Harrell. It's been a bit of a rough night in the field for him tonight. He's had some issues. He reached with a single last at bat, though. His offense has been great this year. Defense leaves a little to be desired. But when you've got a bat like him, it's hard to take him out of the lineup. Warm-up pitches are complete. Grady Harrell stepping up to the dish. Takes his practice cut, going to go step into the box now. St. Joe defense yet to make an error today. Kingsmen have made 2. Harrell, the left-handed bat here, popped it up on the first pitch into center field. The wind is really pushing it out there in left center. It is caught by Downey, and there's one away on the first pitch. 29 pitches on the day for Julian Cosi. Jackson Trineri comes up to bat. He hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning. One out, nobody on in the dirt ball 1. Trineri, of course, brothers with Joe Trineri. Fouled off. 1-1. Mason Bernacki is on deck. Limberopoulos after him. Infield plays straight up here. Middle infield partially back near that outfield grass on Trineri. Trenari's got decent speed. Swings and misses. Almost beat out that little tapper on the right side in his first at-bat. 1-2. Late swing on a breaking ball, and that's 4 strikeouts in the last 6 batters for Julian Cosi. Really starting to settle in. That breaking ball started like it looked like it might have hit him, broke right into where it would have been a strike had he not swung, and it was too late for Trenary to do anything after that. Mason Bernacki steps into the box with 2 outs. Tried that slider, started it a little too far in. That is a mature take for a sophomore there for Bernacki. That pitch really started in, and then as it started to break, he could have panicked, thinking it was going to go into the strike zone, swung, but he didn't. He was able to hold up. Relies on his eye well. He picks up pitches very quick out of the pitcher's hand. That one was on the outside part of the plate. This should end the inning. On the left side, Lassane makes the catch. That one was a little bit of a journey in the air, but the catch was made. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Julian Cosi as we go to the top of the 4th inning. It's 2-2. And we welcome you back. Score is 2-2 as we enter the top of the 4th inning. Kingsmen have been able to hold the Huskies off the scoreboard on the mound, but the fielding has really gotten in the Kingsmen way as they try to finish the conference season on a high note by beating the Huskies here. Score is 2-2, as you can see on the bottom left of your screen. It will be Jack Matthew to lead things off here for the Huskies. Braden Dorr will follow him. Dallas Downey is the 3rd batter in this inning. So 8, 9, and 1 due up. Baird back to work. High ball 1. One and 0. Matthew was hit by a pitch his first time up back in the 2nd inning. The 1-0. Missed low, 2-0. Caught the bottom rail. It is 2-1. As Baird, he's given up just 1 earned run. 2 runs overall today for the Huskies. Popped up right side. Damers runs in, makes the catch over top of his head, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Huskies, the second baseman.
Here comes Braden Dorr.
Braden Dorry.
Dallas Downey after Dorr here. Left side, that is foul. Barrett at 47 pitches. We're in the 4th inning. Of course, only 7 innings in high school baseball here in Indiana. So he's on a good pace here if he can get to the bullpen maybe in the 6th inning. Give Bernacki an inning or 2. Breaking ball missed low. It is 1-1. Nobody on and 1 out here. Way up and in near his head. 2-1. Infield playing away from the middle here. Big gap between second and shortstop. The 2-1. Oh, the strike. 2-2. Nice pitch there from Baird. Really working that breaking ball on the outside to right-handers. Here comes a 2-2. Right side over Cashin's head to right field. It's a base hit. Damers gets it in.
The next batter for St. Joe brings
Here comes Dallas Downey.
Number 4, Dallas Downey.
So a 1-out single brings up the top of the order here for St. Joe. First pitch, that's low, ball 1. Still no action in either team's bullpen. 1-0. Will Solman is up next. The 1-0. Left side, that is foul. 1-1. It is nearly identical on the scoreboard line score-wise. 2 runs and 3 hits for each team, but the difference in this one, Kingsmen with 2 errors. It's tied, but the Kingsmen have really handed St. Joe some extra opportunities. 1-1 missed low. 2-1. Yeah, it's just those little things, those errors that allow innings to go on a little bit longer. The hit by pitches, 3 hit by pitches in this game for Bentley Baird. Not to say he's had a bad outing, but it's extended some innings. It's now 2-2 as that one was in there for a strike. Baird has pitched well. There's no doubt about that, but his pitch count has rose to 55. Likely in part thanks to those hit by pitches. Runner goes, that's fouled off. The runner will have to retreat back to first base. Slid into second base, had to get that jersey dirty, although does turf really get your jersey dirty? I don't know. It remains 2-2 with 1 out here. And it's a balk. A balk has been called on Baird, and another unforced error by the Kingsmen. And Baird wants an explanation. He is entitled to an explanation. I believe they got him for his shoulder moving, if I'm not mistaken. I saw a little hitch in the shoulder. So it stays 2-2, but the runner gets second base. 2-2. Got him swinging. Second strikeout for Baird. 2 outs now.
The right fielder, number 16, Will Solman.
Will Solman comes up. He flew out to center his first time up, and then was hit by a pitch his last time up in the 3rd inning. First pitch. Fouled left side. No balls and 1 strike. With 2 outs and a runner on second base. St. Joe and Penn in a tied game. The 0-1. Slow roller left side. Harrell able to grab it, throw across in time to end the inning. Harrell makes the play, and on an in-between hop, a nice one at that. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-2.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we're back on a nice afternoon here as the Kingsmen will have Yodi Limberopoulos to lead off things. Bennett Hartford follows him. Bentley Baird will hit after him as well. So Yodi stands in. He has really been hitting the ball well. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out to third as he takes ball one, but his average is up near the top of the teams. As we're in the bottom of the fourth inning, it's 1-0. Swings hard and comes up with nothing. It's 1-1. Nobody out here, as this is the leadoff batter. Tapped foul. 1-2 on Limberopoulos. After that first inning, where Julian Cosi surrendered 2 runs to a Mason Bernanke 2-run home run that really looked like it was carried by the wind that's blowing out to left field. Third base side foul. We'll do it again. Cosi has really settled in. He's got 4 strikeouts the last 2 innings. He's only given up 1 hit to the last 7 batters. Called strike 3, make that 5 strikeouts the last 3 innings. 2 of them looking. 1 out for Bennett Hartford, who lined out to center field. A spectacular diving catch by Downey back in that first inning. And that hit him. Hartford will go down to first base. And Bentley Baird will come up to hit. So a 1-out hit by pitch. The Kingsmen, that is their first free pass today. 3rd runner that they've had on. As waiting for the umpire to get in his position. Actually would be the 4th runner the Kingsmen have had on. First by something other than a hit. Baird fouled that one off. It's 0-1 with a run around first base. Ball's 1 strike. That one skips away from Gustine, heading to second with a flop into second base. There is Bennett Hartford. Now 1-1. That was an awkward slide there by Bennett Hartford. But he's into second base with 1 away. That one gets behind Gustine again. That one will be a pass ball. So a wild pitch and then a pass ball. Now 2-1 with a runner on third base. Hartford at third, now a chance for a sacrifice fly. Infield comes in, the 2-1. This could be a play at home. The throw is wide, and he's safe at first base. A wide throw by Matthew to Gustine scores the run, and the runner, Baird, is safe at first base.
Up next for Penn, the right fielder, number 20, Ben Gamers.
And we'll see Dalton Zoltansky down at first running as Ben Damers comes up to bat. That was a tough throw by Matthew to try and throw it to where it's an easy tag for Gustine. They had him on the timing part. The throw was just a bit wide. It's 3-2 Kingsman. Time called by the batter Damers. So Zoltansky on first base for the pitcher Baird. Popped him up, foul territory, behind home. Gustine's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Kingsmen, the designated hitter, number 10, Brock Donay.
Brock Donay comes up to hit. Donay struck out his first time up back in the second inning. 2 outs, a runner at first base. Kingsmen in the lead, 3-2. Pitch. Third base side, just foul down the line. Oh, and 1. Brock Donay, he has a home run on the year. That one missed up and out. 1-1. Donay and Bernacki, the only players on the team this year with home runs. Bernacki had his second of the year back in the first inning. Runner is going. Zoltansky forces a balk after he was halfway to second, and then it was a balk. So now a runner on second, a chance to bring him home for Donay. 1-1. Fly ball, left center field. Downey's got a long run over his head. One hop over the fence. It's a ground rule double, and a run will score. Dalton Zoltansky across home plate. That is a rocket to center field for Brock Donay. Here comes Brody Cashin. Brock Donay, who is just swinging a hot, hot bat, stays red hot, brings home another run. It's 4-2 Kingsman. Swings through a fastball at the top of the zone. 0-1 on Brody Cashin. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. Bounces it. Good stop behind home. It's 1-1. Comes a pitch. Little looper near second, caught, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the 5th. It's 4-2 Penn behind Brock Donay's ground rule double and a fielder's choice by Bentley Baird. We'll be right back.
Friday nights, big plays, unforgettable moments. From kickoff to the final buzzer, the Pennant brings you every play, every highlight, every story. Our student team delivers live broadcast, game analysis, and behind-the-scenes coverage you won't find anywhere else. And with the Pennant, you'll get more than scores. You'll get the stories that matter to our community. Stay up to date with the Pennant on social media. Catch every game with the Pennant's live sports broadcast and stay connected with the Pennant on social media for highlights.
And we've got a defensive change in left field for the Kingsmen. Yodi Limberopoulos has exited the game for Caleb Spinsky. Not sure why, but that is what has happened. Some action in the Penn bullpen. Looks like, from the naked eye, looks like John Gutierrez could be. Bentley Baird still on the mound at the moment. A.J. Lassane up to bat. Here's the first pitch. That's high, ball one. The top of the fifth inning. 1-0 on Lassane. Crenity and Bolin after him. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball to third. Harrell's got it. Throw across the diamond. There's one away. Nice play by Grady Harrell. Made a couple of errors, or was involved at least in a couple of errors. Has one error to his name. Was involved in the second Kingsman error. But since then, he's buckled down. Defense has looked better now. That ball is hit high in the air to left field by Crenity, and that ball is gone. He got his pitch right over the plate, and Crenity pummeled that one deep to left field. And the score now reads Kingsmen 4, Huskies 3. A bomb to left field by Crenity. It is his first home run of the year, his 7th extra base hit, and it is 4-3. Just like that. Wow. You knew the kid had power. That was power. Here comes Bolin with one out in a 4-3 game and nobody on. It's 1-0 on him here. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Gustine follows Bolin. 1-1 near his head with a breaking ball. Ducked out of the way. It's 2-1. It's Andrew Biancardi in the bullpen for the Kingsmen. So I was wrong on the John Gutierrez look there. Biancardi pitched against New Prairie last week. A fly ball to right field, medium depth. Caught by Damers. There's 2 out. So 2 down and nobody on. Josiah Gustine. He would love, I'm sure if you asked him, he would love to try and help tie this game after a passed ball from him helped the Kingsmen take a lead last inning. He swings through that first pitch, however. It's 0-1. Baird's breaking ball on the inside. It's 1-1 now. Snyder is next. He's the DH. Here comes the 1-1, and that's outside. It is 2-1. Baird delivers another one to center field. That's a base hit. Hard line drive single into center. Bernacki gets it in, and it's a 2-out hit for Gustine, and Sam Chicatano will go run. It's a 3-for-3 day for Gustine. 3 singles. He has 3 of the 5 Husky hits. Jacob Snyder up to hit now. In the top of the 5th inning here. Game is moving quick. Tapper over top of the mound, fielded, and stepping on second is Brody Cashin. So that ends the top of the 5th. The score, 4-3 Penn after a James Cornetti solo home run to left field. We'll be right back in the Pennant.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And welcome back, Kingsman Baseball on the Pennant. Same pitcher out there for the Huskies. It's Julian Cosi. He has had a pretty good outing here. He's given up 4 runs, 2 in the first inning and 2 in the 4th. In innings 2 through the first half of the 4th inning, was dealing. Then he had some trouble with a hit by pitch and a wild pitch and a pass ball, and gave up 2 runs in that inning. Grady Harrell will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. A 4-3 Penn lead, as looks like, is that the same? I thought I heard some sort of defensive substitution, but I am wrong at catcher. I thought I heard a new catcher coming to the game, but my ears failed me. Top of the 5th, Grady Harrell, Jackson Trineri, Mason Bernacki due up. First pitch to Grady Harrell is high, ball 1. He is 1 for 2 today with a single and a flyout. Center field shaded towards left center field. Infield plays back, the 1-0. And a liner to center. That'll drop in. 3 hops into the glove of Downey, and a leadoff single for the Kingsmen. Jackson Trineri comes up to hit. He's 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a strikeout. So Trineri stands in with a runner on first base. And nobody out. He squares to bunt before the pitch. Brings third base Matthew crashing in. The runner goes. The throw down is not in time. So it is a strike, but a good play by Trineri holding the bunt, forcing the infield to come crashing in. Just a little bit, throw them off their timing. And Grady Harrell takes second base with a steal. 0-1 the count here. Squares bunt again. That one was outside as he pulled back. 1-1. Infield is in for a bunt, other than shortstop holding the runner on. He fouls it. He knocked it down right in front of home, but it bounced back and hit him, so that's a foul ball. And it is 1-2. Now the question becomes, are you going to continue to try and bunt? Or You swing away and avoid the chance for a strikeout by hitting a foul ball with a bunt. 1-2. He's going to swing and fly one to center field. Downey runs to his right, makes the catch, and there's one away. Good swing there by Trineri. Didn't get great contact, but not a bad hit. Mason Bernacki comes up to hit. 1 for 2 with a home run and a pop out to shortstop. He's got a runner in scoring position as there's a meeting at the mound between pitcher and catcher, Cosi and Gustine. So Bernacki with 1 out. Spinski is the guy on deck for Limberopolis. Pitch caught the top rail. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 4-3 Penn lead. Pop up, back of home but out of play. Just a little bit early on that curveball. 0-2. Grady Harrell led off the inning with a single and then a stolen base. A fly out by Trineri, and now 0-2 on Bernacki. Make that 1-2 as that missed high. Infield playing straight up here. Fouled off. That one hit the mask of Gustine. He'll shake it off, flip it to his pitcher, and we'll do another 1-2. Harrell on second. Bernacki at the plate. 1-2 with 1 out. Dugout cheering him on. And here comes a 1-2. Curveball. He thought it was in there, just missed. 2-2. Cosi liked that pitch. You could hear him say yes. Didn't get the call, though. 2-2. There's a fly ball left field, pretty well struck. Cornetti's turning, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-home run day for Mason Bernacki. And that one had no doubt. It was out of here in a second. And Bernacki with 2 two-run home runs has given Penn a 6-3 lead. He got his pitch on the low and inside corner. A whip to left field. And here is Caleb Spinski. Probably thinking to himself, how do I one-up that? Takes inside, ball 1. If we had a stat department, I would be asking them to look up the last time there's been a 2-home run game by a Kingsman player. Pop up behind home, and Gustine couldn't find it initially and was late getting over to the spot. So now it's 1-1. 1-1. Nobody on with 1 out for Spinski, the junior left fielder. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Spinski also a football player for the Kingsman football team. Played some cornerback this year. It's a swing and miss. It's a drop third. Gustine has to track it down. Spinski is a speedster, and he is safe. So a drop third strike allows Spinski to first base. And there's 1 away still. Pennant Hartford now looking to tack on with Julian Cosi trying to get out of this inning. Hartford takes a breaking ball on the outside edge of the strike zone. It's 0-1. Spinsky with great speed on first base. There he goes. Pitch is high. It's a ball. The throw is wide to the right of Dorn. So a stolen bag for Spinsky. And it's 1-1 on Hartford. Here comes a 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Bentley Baird is up next. Wind steadily blowing out to left center now. Fouled off down the third base line. 2-2. Hartford back in the box. 2-2. It was popped foul out of play. Curveball again, forcing some late defensive swings from these Kingsman hitters, but he's also missed with the curveball, and that's led to some damage. 2-2. That's a hard line drive down the left field line off the top of the wall. That will bring home one run. Spinsky across home, sliding into second base with a double is Bennett Hartford. That was inches away from a home run. And the Kingsmen starting to tack on here and pour on as they will. 7-3 our score now. And it looks like this could be it. They didn't have anyone warming, which usually means they would take someone from the field. With one out and a runner at second base, we'll see what the move is. They're talking it over on the mound. Now they're bringing some reinforcements to the bullpen, so maybe this won't be the end of the line for Kosi. They'll keep him in the game and allow the bullpen to warm. It looks like it's Eli Allison down in the bullpen. Kosi came into this one in 9 appearances with a .66 ERA. Those numbers will certainly inflate after this one. Got the swing and miss from Baird there. Eli Allison, a freshman, warming in the bullpen with a .514 ERA. Baird takes a strike right on the outside corner. 0-2. Another 0-2 here. Got him swinging. It's a drop third, the throw. A runner going to third now, skipped in right to the third baseman, Matthew. Taking third base there is Hartford. Baird down on strikes. Ben Damer's coming up to bat. Still in the bottom of the fifth. Kingsmen have scored 5 runs the last 2 innings. They lead 7-3. Called a strike on the outside part of the strike zone. Brock Donay comes up next. He doubled his last time up. Damers with a single, a steal, and a pop-up. 0-1. Takes another strike. 0-2. Another pitch here, outside. 1-2. When ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third base. 81 pitches for Kosi. Line to third and caught. He put a charge into that one, but right at Matthew. And the inning is over, but the Kingsmen put up 3 more runs. It's 7-3 Kingsmen. We go to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back.
Friday nights, big plays, unforgettable moments. From kickoff to the final buzzer, the Pennant brings you every play, every highlight, every story. Our student team delivers live broadcast, game analysis, and behind-the-scenes coverage you won't find anywhere else. And with the Pennant, you'll get more than scores. You'll get the stories that matter to our community. Stay up to date with the Pennant on social media. Catch every game with the Pennant's live sports broadcast and stay connected with the Pennant on social media for highlights, stories, and
And we welcome you back. Top of the 6th inning, it's 7-3 Kingsmen after a big 5th inning by the Kingsmen to answer back from a James Crenity home run. Jack Matthew to lead off the top of the 6th. Kingsmen looking to sweep the Kingsmen. Yeah, no, Kingsmen looking to sweep the Kingsmen. Looking to sweep the Huskies. It's only Wednesday night. Already felt like it's been a long week. Baird's first pitch drops in for a strike. 8, 9, and 1 due up in this 6th inning here for the Huskies. The 0-1. It's low and it's 1-1. Baird delivers. Breaking pitch just missed. 2-1. Here on Matthew. That one missed low. It's 3-1. Matthew has reached on a hit by pitch and he's popped out. Third at bat of the day. 3-1. Fouled off on the third base side. Count now full. Not many full counts today. Been very quick at bats. Either hits or quick strikeouts, quick groundouts. Not many 3-ball counts. 3-2. To center field, right at Bernacki. Wrong guy to hit it to. 1 away. Braden Dorr to bat. First pitch from Baird in there, right on that outside edge of the strike zone. It's 0-1. Baird had a little bit of trouble in the 3rd and 5th inning, but he has really found a groove here in the 4th, 5th, and now 6th inning. Swung on and missed. I mean, even in that 5th inning, he didn't have too much trouble. He gave up the home run. So if you take out the home run, what I said, the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning, he has certainly done the job on the mound today. With Biancardi warming up again in the bullpen. Fly ball to right field. Damers running back, makes the catch. 2 steps in front of the warning track. A hard line out to right field by Downey ends the inning. 82 pitches for Baird. We'll see if he gets the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 7-3 Kingsman.
Coffee lovers, a coffee cart from American Espresso Catering comes right to you inside your event, school, or office. With American Espresso Catering, your guests will enjoy a hot or iced latte, cappuccino, hot chocolate, or one of many other options. Call American Espresso Catering to get a quote today. 574-299-5282. For more information, visit bookthecoffeecart.com.
The coffee cart this morning is actually saving lives.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying.
And we welcome you back, Kingsman Baseball on the Pennant. We got a pitching change here. Eli Allison, the freshman, has come into the game. He brings a 2-1 record, a 5.14 ERA, and 8 appearances this year. Looking to get through the 6th inning and see if the offense for the Huskies can bring a comeback here. Julian Kosi went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. As the Kingsmen have Brock Donay to lead off, Brody Cashin after him, and Grady Harrell will be the 3rd hitter this inning.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for Penn, the designated hitter, number 10, Brock Donay.
So Donay up to bat. Allison into the game to pitch. And we'll get this thing back going. First pitch, called a strike. 0-1 here. Donay with a ground rule double his last time up. He struck out his first appearance. And he shoots that one foul down the first base line. Oh, 0-2. Here it comes. Ground ball, third base. Matthew got him. 1 away. So Donay 1 for 3 today. Brings up Cashin, who's 0 for 2. Allison just trying to keep this within 4 runs. Keep it somewhat manageable for the Husky offense. Try and make a comeback here. Runs inside, and it's ball 1. Cashin with a strikeout and a ground out. One 0. Inside, 2-0. Infield plays back up the middle, and the 2-0 missed outside. It is 3-0. Cashin looking to reach base for the first time today. 3-0. Walked him on 4 pitches. Here comes Grady Harrell. 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles and a flyout. He's also got a stolen base. One out, runner on first base. First pitch to Harrell. Chopped foul. Oh, 1. Up the middle, plays ready for a throw down to second. Cashin has a few steals on the year. He's a threat. That one missed low and in. You've got Jackson Trenary up next. One and one, one out. There goes Cashin. It's inside, and there's no play down at second. So a stolen base for Cashin. 2 and 1 on Harrell. Up the middle, under the leg of Allison, under the glove of Lassane. Cashin took a wide turn, went back to third. The throw was cut off in the middle of the infield, right behind the pitcher's mound. It's a base hit for Harrell, a 3-hit day. 3 singles for Grady Harrell. Jackson Trenary comes up with a runner on third and a runner on first. This could really help put this one away. Harrell, a threat to steal. He's already stolen once today. Good lead off first. There he goes. They will throw down. He's safe. Here comes the run home. It's a wide throw by a mile. Harrell to third. It's 8-3. They did the Little League play, and it worked to absolute perfection. So Harrell with a stolen base advanced to third on an error by the catcher, Gustine. Cashin scores on the throw down to second. So a runner at third. Infield charges in. It's 1-0 on Trenary. Squared to bunt. And they're saying that's in play. Are they saying that's in play? There was a motion. Trenary's confused. Everyone's confused. Coach Dykus going to talk. Trenary was walking back to the dugout. It was a tough one to see from our angle up here. I couldn't tell if that was put in play. His foot was out of the batter's box when he hit it, so he's out. His foot was out of the batter's box. So when your foot is out of the batter's box and you make contact with the ball, that is ruled an out. So Mason Bernacki runner at third, 2 outs. Bernacki with 2 home runs today. Took that one low for ball 1. Grady Harrell on third, the 1-0. In there for a strike. One and one. Bernacki's got that wind blowing out to left for him. And the 1-1. That is just outside 2 and 1. That pitch just missed. It's 3 and 1. Our scoreboard was wrong there. That's on me. Running both. It should have said 8-3. It was saying 7-3. Kingsman up 8-3. Runner on third. 3-1. 2 outs here on Bernacki. Gets a pitch to center field. It's down for a hit. Harrell trops home. And it's 9-3. And a pinch hitter here.
Fielder number 13, Caleb Spinsky.
That is not Spinsky.
Pinch hitting now for Penn, number 29, Cam Chamness.
Cam Chamness will be the hitter. So a runner on first, 9-3 our score. 2 outs for Cam Chamness. Bernacki with a good lead off first base. Fouls off a breaking ball. Oh, 1-1. Allison delivers with Bernacki going on the pitch. The throw, not in time as it was in and out of the glove. Good steal by Bernacki. Kingsmen have really run the bases here on the Huskies. One. That is high. 2-1 now. Two and 1, 2 outs. Bernacki on second base with a steal. There he goes, heading to third. The pitch was low, and there will be no throw down to third. 2 steals for a monster night for Mason Bernacki. 2 steals, 2 home runs, and a single. And a 9-3 Kingsman lead and a 3-1 count here for Chamness. He walked him, and Chamness reaches base to bring up Bennett Hartford, who was inches away from a home run in his last at-bat.
The next batter for the Kingsmen, the first baseman, number 3, Pennant Hartford.
So Hartford, who doubled his last time up, was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning, doubled in the 5th, lined out in the 1st. Two outs, runners on first and third. That's low, and it's 1-0. Allison having some trouble hitting the zone now. Baird on deck. If he is to get up and eventually score, that would be 13-3, which would be enough for a mercy rule, but we're not going to have to worry about that. Ground ball to short, Lassane to Dorr, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the 7th. Kingsmen score 2 runs in the 6th. It's 9-3. We'll be right back on the Pennant.
Friday nights, big plays, unforgettable moments. From kickoff to the final buzzer, the Pennant brings you every play, every highlight, every story. Our student team delivers live broadcast, game analysis, and behind-the-scenes coverage you won't find anywhere else. And with the Pennant, you'll get more than scores. You'll get the stories that matter to our community. Stay up to date with the Pennant on social media. Catch every game with the Pennant's live sports broadcast and stay connected with the Pennant on social media for highlights, stories.
And welcome back. It is 9-3. Penn in the lead here as we hit the top of the 7th. Kingsman looking to win this one here at Greg Dykes Field. Anthony Biancardi into the game, looking to help the Kingsmen win this one. He's got a 6-run cushion to work with. Cam Chamness stayed in the game to play left field for Spinski, who was playing in left field for Yoni Limberopoulos. Will Solman to lead things off in the top of the 7th. First pitch from Biancardi is a ball. It's Solman, Lassane, and Craniti due up. The 1-0 will not get the call right near the top. 2-0. On the way. It's in there for a strike. Two balls and now 1 strike. Comes 2-1. Call the strike. It is 2-2. Looking to just attack these hitters here with very little time left in this game. 2-2. Bounced it in there, 3-2. Infield playing straight up, recognizing the situation. Here comes a 3-2. Fouled off. Look out in the parking lot. Solman staying alive in this count. A 3 balls and 2 strike count. Here comes the full count. He got him swinging with a filthy breaking ball. Here comes A.J. Lassane. 0 for 3 today. He reached on an error. Reached on 2 errors in the 1st and 3rd. That's a Tapper foul that hit his hand on the follow-through. He was in the box. A 1 that bounced. One and 1 out to Lassane here. So we're going to pop up right side of the infield. Hartford calls for it, makes the catch, and there are 2 away. James Craniti. 2 outs. Last hope for St. Joe. On the ground to Grady Harrell. He's up with it. He throws, and he's out, and the game is over. Kingsmen win it 9-3. They sweep St. Joe to end the conference season. A 1-2-3, top of the 7th. Kingsmen finished this one with a 9-3 victory, a wire-to-wire win with Mason Bernacki leading the way on the offensive side with 2 home runs, a single, and a stolen base. 2 stolen bases, I should say. And all around, great performance by the Kingsmen. They had some difficulties fielding in the first couple of innings. They washed that away with some excellent at-bats. And they win this one by a final score of 9-3. They take 2nd place in the NIC. New Prairie wins the conference by tiebreaker over the Kingsmen. So the reign of terror that the Kingsmen have had on the conference ends, but the Kingsmen win 2 straight towards the end of the season, looking to get hot as they head towards the state tournament. That's all we have for you today on the Pennant. Thanks for joining us. I'm James Mason. Glad you could watch along with us here at the Pennant, our great crew. We hope to see you on Friday afternoon for a doubleheader on the softball field. Kingsmen taking on Lakeshore, Michigan. Number 3 team in Indiana against the number 8 team in Michigan in a doubleheader on Friday. We'll see you then. Until next time, have a nice night.